This is one of them heavy hitters.
What's he unboxing? What'd it be? Well, I don't know. Shut up and see.
I bought this one back in June of 2022, and I interviewed Dan Castro, Sophie McIntosh, and Ken Cunningham. So if you want real insights into the book, go check out those interviews on the channel. Those are the folks who wrote the foreword, afterword, and did all the art, which makes this edition sing. But as a reader late to the book, I was bored. I immediately put it up there with 1984 and Fahrenheit 451 as one of those books with terrifyingly relevant messages. In case you're even later to the book than I am, Handmaid's Tale is a dystopian fiction where a totalitarian government seizes freedoms from people. The absolute vast majority of the oppression is centered on women. When this government comes to power, it strips women of their body autonomy. Though, of course, oppression is never contained and everyone feels it. Everyone loses the freedom of movement, the freedom of speech, the right to privacy. And of course, that sets up an underground where people try to figure out how to subvert and escape this oppression, which is the driving force of the book. Brilliant book, 5 stars. The scary thing is that when I was reading the book, I thought there's no way this could come to pass in today's world. We're too advanced, not in Western civilization, with the freedoms of the press we enjoy, with all we've learned from history. But then I did a stupid thing and I watched the news. And with the way people were acting during COVID, and right when I got to the part about Offred's bank account being frozen, Justin Trudeau froze the bank accounts of truckers who dared to protest his government. And I thought, okay, that's enough reading for today. Because, wow, freedom is super fragile. And if you don't think that these things can happen, just get lazy about being vigilant. And people will try to get away with whatever they can. Anyway, this book is a stunner. I've seen pics, and now I get to hold it and share those images with you. So let's get to it. This book comes in a cigar-style enclosure that reminded me of the one for Imagica. I loved it. I love that one, and I'm sure I'm going to be very happy with this one too. So, nice foam, that slaptastic foam. Here is the bookmark. Since I did not get the artist edition, this is my only bookmark for this book, for this title. Now, I said it was a cigar-style enclosure, but it is also made with handmade paste paper sides from an artist Marie Kelzer. And as Paul pointed out on one of his recent lives, that makes each of these very different. These are not printed. Each side will have its own unique features and lines, etc. So each tray case is unique. Yeah, I sniffed tray cases too. So there's a spine label. He adjusted it. It's a little different than it was in the prototype photos, but that is what Paul does. He creates a design and then he improves it along the way. So here is the tray case. And oh, see, I got ahead of myself. It opens like that and then like that. I like that. So with Imagica, that was necessary because the book was so big. You needed a space to grab the book and lift it out. This one isn't necessary for the volume, but I do like the way it lays flat instead of just down like that. This feels like a more secure open. I don't know why he did it on this volume, but I am glad he did. So I gotta put some paper down so I can put the tray case on the paper and keep it safe. The book itself is made with goatskin, leather, and Japanese cloth. Look at that. Atwood, The Handmaid's Tale, Suntup. Beautiful stuff. Now, I'd imagine this is similar to The Shining. Which I don't own, but it looks similar. And I love the way the quarter leather goes a little further to accommodate Offred, The Handmaid. Good thick boards. I love thick boards. And this is also letterpress end sheets. Very cool. I love that texture. Texture is nice. And the book is printed offset. Here's one of Ken Cunningham's pieces, the frontispiece. Yes, like I said, printed letterpress, limited to 250. This baby sold out within minutes of being released. I believe there are only 2 or 3 copies available for the public. When this was released, there were only 2 copies available to the public, so they were sold via lottery. And I imagine this can fetch a hefty price on the secondary. I'll show you pictures at the end of this so you can see more of the art. What's interesting is there are 2 signature sheets to this. The first one, signed by Margaret Atwood with my number, 23. And then the other signature page, which is Sophie McIntosh, Jan Castro, and Ken Cunningham. So 2 signature sheets, 4 signatures. Beautiful stuff, beautiful paper. Love the page design. There's a lot about this book, and like I said, an important work like this deserves a deluxe treatment. And this red Japanese cloth is super shiny. Very, very cool. I love this. I love this. And there is one other thing to share with you. So the book, the tray case, but also, and look away if you don't want any spoilers, but in the very bottom of the tray case is this cassette. That is awesome. It says Folk Songs of Lithuania. And if you've read the story, then you know what this is all about. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't. So, very cool. I love it. I am extremely curious to know what is on the tape. Do I play it? It opens. I could play it. I have a cassette player. Very curious. I'll leave that mystery for another time. But for now, I will enjoy shelving this book and sharing it with you. So that is it. That's all I got for today. This book is long sold out, of course, and copies are hard to come by on the secondary. So if you want one, good luck. I wish you well. There are copies of the artist edition available. So it'll have all the art, all the content, but only one signature, the artist signature. But no less a great experience. You'll still have that superb Suntup reading experience, and I can't recommend that enough. So go out and get it, and stay frosty.